Good morning. Good morning. My name is Rick Noda, founder of T3 Body, where we tighten, tactical, and transition, and your host today for T3 Talks. Now, again, we're building on this weekend's event, that Hike for Health and Happiness. I always have a hard time saying Hike for Health and Happiness. Hikes for Health and Happiness. There you go. So, again, the Hikes for Health and Happiness are what I like to say. They are transition events. What I mean by that is all the sweating we do in the classroom here at the training center, and all the lessons that I'm trying to teach, and Nick and Armando and everyone are trying to teach, transitions very well to potato chip or to any type of mountain that creates a little bit of what I like complexity and agility and diversity. Now, why is it that I invite my wellness coordinators on their free time? Yeah, again, as an independent contractor, and I say almost all of my instructors are there because they love what they're doing. It's kind of a nice way because it is part of our lifestyle. It's kind of, we'd be doing this anyways, so why does not, bring some of our friends and family to do it. So why do I have the wellness coordinators there with me? Well, first reason is safety. Everybody knows that. I have a ratio. For me, it's 1-8. So for every 8 athletes, there better be 1 coach. All right. So it's kind of a nice way in the Marine Corps, we kind of keep everyone together and in life. But really, the real reason I bring out the wellness coordinators is so that you can meet them on a different level. There's many sides to every person. And I often notice that when you're outside, you're up a mountain and you're conquering something, you kind of get to see that side of someone that might be maybe in a stressful situation. You might see someone's problem-solving skills. You really get to learn that. And you also learn a little bit about the things that I always talk about is initiative and judgment. Now, we talked a lot about this in the past, and all my wellness coordinators have great initiative, and we're always working on their judgment. Now, the weird part is when you go to most gyms, you see a lot of personal trainers and coaches that have great judgment. And what I mean by that? Man, they pick their clothes out and that shit look good. All right. No, what I mean by that is they're forced to really lack initiative. They're forced to not be creative because these big boxes say this is what you'll teach and this is how you'll teach it. Now, that doesn't work well to me in any way unless you are in, I often say, an assembly line, and you know that you're screwing the tops of a peanut butter of toothpaste. Then you know what? That's great. You need no judgment there. You need no initiative. That conveyor belt's going to bring the same thing every day. But as a wellness coordinator, you need initiative. You need judgment. Because I'll be honest with you, it's sometimes scary when I had my producer and he was over 400 and he's going down a mountain. All right? If I am not a little scared, then I don't care who you are, then you're just not human. But the initiative for me is just to convince him in a good way that my judgment is sound, that he can do it. You see that? That's the trust and intimacy of a wellness coordinator, all right? You've got to be able to trust him. Now, you heard me talk in previous videos of what I did with my wife and how I've put her on my, I put her on my back and stuff. I've been married to my wife for 25 years, you guys. All right? I know her limits. I know where I can, what my better judgment can do and how it can do it, So that's one of the reasons I have a wellness coordinator there. We said, number 1, to be safe. Number 2, to find that, use their initiative and their judgment to take you through tricky situations. So that's why it's super important. So if they get on all fours and they start to climb up a rock, guess what? Probably a good idea to get on all fours, because what they're trying to show you is that, sometimes that fear of maybe those rocks and that diversity, your body says, oh, I want to be a human, and you're fighting balance, and my wellness coordinator gets down, he wants you to be like a monkey. He wants you to crawl up that, because then at that point, you're safe, and there's really no risk of falling. So, you guys, hikes for health and happiness, going to Potato Chip Mountain and having the ability to do that, you guys, is about trust. So when I say our motivation will inspire you to be better, trust that wellness coordinator, that his initiative and his judgment is sound. I'll see you guys soon. T3 Body, you guys, is a company and a fitness company that really talks about the complete athlete. When I talk about our motivation inspires you to be better, all right, as a non-for-profit that supports military veterans that suffer from mental health issues, I really enjoy the support you guys are giving me here on YouTube. But again, I am seeking clients on my T3 Body. So if you go ahead and take a look at my website, understand that the intimacy of getting to know you starts with just 30 minutes motivation. So you go in there, you sign up for one of those, you get a one-on-one remote talk with me just like this. Then I encourage you to go and look at one of my training plans, download a 4 to 8 week training plan, and really kind of just test your body, test yourself, and just really start to get yourself ready to then do the next thing, is where you get 4 or 5 of your friends together and dare yourself to be better, where there you have a little bit more of my information along with my training plan. You get some remote sessions with me regardless of where you're at. You notice if you're watching me on YouTube right now, you could see you can hear my voice and I can train you, all right? And that 45-day dare is a great way to just see and challenge yourself to really do the final thing, is become a member. Being a member with me is a commitment, and it's made for just an elite amount of people. So when I talk about membership here, I really talk about a really elite group of individuals who really understand our core values of God, country, family, and really live by and have really adopted where our motivation inspires them to be better. So I wanted to touch on that, you guys, and really use that so that individuals like yourself who are getting better and inspiring others that understand that, you know what, we do need your support to keep everything going.